2 wheels down.
We're using every appendage except one.
Whoa, whoa. Look cool. Full tuck on a GROM. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Squid6, but you can call me Squid. We're out here today with Logan. We're out in beautiful Denver, Colorado. You can see a Subaru and some mountains. We're gonna try to make it out to the mountains today. This is gonna be Logan's first time riding the GROM on the street. He's done some friendly neighborhood stuff, but he hasn't really taken it for a long ride. We're actually on our way back to Missouri from the first Smira event. We had a 15-hour drive back yesterday, and I've actually never ridden this R6 out in Colorado, but I did live out here for a little bit, and now I don't anymore. Probably because 2 motorcycles got stolen from me. We're gonna go for a ride. There should be some decent twisties, but we're gonna keep it relatively slow for Logan, just to make sure that he's gonna be safe and make it home, because that's the most important thing. We're gonna fill up a motorcycle for the first time. All right, so you got the key in there.
Okay.
You just, well, I'm gonna let you do it. I kind of already did it, but you just turn it, it pops up, and then pull. Perfect.
Okay.
All right, so now that's good to go. Now you're gonna get out your wallet, and you're gonna scan it. All right, now this is not a premium motorcycle, so we're not gonna put premium fuel in it. It's an unleaded 85 dirty little girl. So go ahead and get 85 and stick her in there. Okay, now this works. Nice.
That's not my fault.
No, it's okay. It happens. It's just a GROM. We're not worried about it. So, okay, so if you look in there, you'll kind of see that bar.
Yeah.
That bar is to help separate the gas so it doesn't splash right back up at your face.
Oh,
It'll probably still splash back up at your face a little bit, but that's fine. So just go ahead and pull the trigger. I would start slow, though.
whoa.
You got it. You're going to get some little sprinkles around, but it's totally fine. Oh, yeah. And you can top it off more than that if you want. You got to hold it a little bit higher and be gentle with the trigger, not to just turn it into a geyser. All right, we spent a whole $2.44 to fill the tank, so that was cool.
I think I need a GROM.
Yeah, it was half tank, but I mean, still, even when it's completely empty, it's max, like, I think it actually holds like 1.2 gallons. So, all right, and now you've put gas in a motorcycle for the first time ever. How's it feel?
It was great. I was a little bit nervous because like I didn't know whether like you had to like just watch and like stop it when it needed to stop or not.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how it worked.
No, it's not too bad. So that's all it is. Ready?
Yeah.
Very nice.
I'll think we're gonna hit 55.
55?
For just a little bit.
How long? Like a mile, 2 miles?
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be okay. The issue with the GROM on higher speed roads like that, or not higher speed, but that's like the top end of the GROM's ability. So if you need to speed up to get out of the way, you can't. And then just try and be as safe as you can. Like I said, I'm gonna stay behind you, watch for cars. I'll make sure that no one's like riding your bumper or anything, or your tail, but we should be okay.
Okay.
All right, so this is probably gonna be the sketchiest part on a GROM. That thing maxes out at about 64 miles an hour. But fortunately, we have me. I'm gonna make sure that no one gets too close to his tail here, because that can add a lot of pressure, especially when you're not super familiar with motorcycle controls. He's full tucking on the GROM right now. Yeah, he's 58 miles an hour. That's funny. We're out here, it's a beautiful day. I mean, it's like probably 68 degrees, clear as all heck. You can see the mountains in the background. It's just beautiful. I'm excited to get him out on the road, get him some more experience. Logan's actually, he's got another name. He's also Squintern on Instagram if you want to check him out. He runs most of our Squid Motor Club Instagram page. So he's posting stories, reels, editing that stuff together for us. So go show him some love. The route we have planned involves some moderate regular traffic driving, such as this. We're headed up to Boulder. He said he's got like a twisty road route that kind of goes up into the mountains, so Should be a fun little ride. If you're thinking about learning how to ride a motorcycle, this is probably the worst time to take someone out, to be honest. You don't want a lot of traffic around you, and we're going out at peak traffic times, especially in a place like Denver. We're on the outskirts of Denver, but there's so many people in this city. It's a little ridiculous. I'm confident that with that little buffer, we'll be fine. I was a police officer and I don't have a license plate on, so I hope that we can make it out of here. Yep, we're done for. Oh, thank God. Oh, there's no police officer. Oh, what a relief. Hey, I just remembered I don't have a plate on, so we might get pulled over. But if we do, just pull over and let me talk.
What, should I run on the road?
I mean, some people do that. I don't encourage it, but you could try. Right. I don't think you get very far. Good luck. Something else we may struggle with today is communication. Logan here does not or has not yet invested in a cardo. So I have mine, but he doesn't have one. So we can't really talk other than trying to give each other hand signals. It's a cyclist. 2 wheels down. What I'm going to try and do today, with our priority being safety, is make sure that I maintain a nice little safety bubble around Logan. Make sure that no one gets within his safety bubble. And if they do, I'm going to have a nice little chat involving my carbon fiber gloves in their face. I've already run them through some nice little safety tips, such as riding like you're invisible. You gotta ride like no one can see you. Yeah, look at that! Great point, Logan, look at that! Wow, that's so pretty! And it's a nice car. That's incredible. One of the safety tips I've heard over my 7 years of riding experience is that you always want to ride a little bit faster than the speed of traffic. That's to ensure that no one's passing you, or that you're staying ahead of the group. Oh, we're pointing. I think that means we're going left. So back to bending the rules. This is one of them. If I'm just riding with one other guy, we go at the same time. The reason I do that, the reason a lot of other riders do that, is you want to stay with your group. As a group, we are strong. As an individual, what the fuck? That was just a casual GT3 RS. But yeah, you want to travel as a pack. Together we are strong. That's why you see all those brothers brothering together. It's a lot easier to see a pack of motorcycles, especially when they're loud, than it is to see one at a time. How you doing? Very nice. You look good.
I like it's taking a second to get used to like the gearing and stuff, and like shifting again. It like feels all weird.
Yeah, it is really weird. It's definitely different than a car.
Oh yeah, well, just a little bit.
Yeah. Did you see the GT3 RS?
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Dude,
Like, what the fuck?
that was insane. I made some weird noises. They were funny, I hope. They might just be weird. I don't know.
That's a lot of the noises you make.
I can only imagine what Crystal thinks when she hears those late at night when you're editing my video. At the end of this video, we're gonna see if see how Logan here likes motorcycle riding. Get his some of the feedback, so that you new riders out there, or people interested in motorcycles, get some good information on what it's like to ride on the street for the first time. He's pointing around.
Shit. I love riding motorcycles.
Oh, we're getting some advanced feedback. That's awesome. That's fantastic. One thing you need to know if you're thinking about riding motorcycles is that when two of you are wearing that's a mischief. When two of you are wearing helmets, it is impossible to hear what's going on. Yeah, if you guys have any questions out there, if you're interested in motorcycles, or you know, maybe you just like watching the videos, you got any questions, let me know down in the comments. We got some answers for you for sure. I love sharing information. I want you guys to definitely try motorcycle riding, but also make sure that you do it in a safe way. I think right now I'm setting a terrible example, letting him ride with barely any gear. So please, if you do decide that you want to ride a motorcycle, make sure that you invest in some high quality motorcycle apparel gear that is safety rated for the street. Looks like he's struggling with neutral.
Yeah, I stuck that shit in neutral on accident.
When you were riding back there?
Yeah, instead of to go into second. I went to
yeah,
neutral.
that'll happen. That happens all the time. Make sure you give it a firm lift, like firm pressure. That I still do that all the time. It's one of the hardest things to learn, honestly.
I like fucking brave, but
yeah, that's exactly what happens. It's even more embarrassing when your bike's louder, like this one. People are like, that douchebag's just revving the piss out of his bike. Alright, that was not good. He was drifting a little bit too close into that lane. So you don't want to put yourself directly into the line of traffic in situations like that. Some people like to take off from those red lights. So the road is split into 3 lanes. Position 1, which is the left side. Position 2, which is the middle lane. Position 3, which is the right side of the lane. In all 3 of these lanes, you want to make sure that you and your entire body, as well as the motorcycle, are staying within the lane. It is very easy to cross that line, and then it's very easy for people to hit you. He's doing great so far. He hasn't killed it. He has misshifted, but that's totally normal. Okay, this is a situation you gotta look out for. You gotta make sure that this guy sees you. So if someone is turning left in front of you, whether it's across you or out from one of these side streets, that is the most common cause of a motorcycle accident, is someone turning left. Don't be afraid to be seen, you know? Break out some twisties, like flash your brights at them. Do whatever you can to make sure that you get seen. 2 things. 1, I gotta pee, so let's stop at this gas station.
Okay.
2, make sure you stay in the lane. I saw you kind of like, the bike was in the lane, but your shoulder and the handlebar was kind of over it, so make sure you stay inside the lane. Even ride a little bit closer to the center if you need to. You're doing great. You're doing a great job. Everything looks really good. Just a couple little tips for you there, but do you have any questions?
Yeah, so I'm trying to use the rear brake and the front brake.
Okay.
Like, is there like any sort of bias that I should keep in mind, or?
For me personally, yes. I would say use about 70% brake force in the front, 30% on the rear. Okay. Oh, and then another important thing, you always look where you want to go. That's the most important thing. If you're looking off this way, you're going to start going that way. And before you know it, you're on the ground or whatever. So just make sure you're looking where you want to go, while also like kind of scanning to make sure that no cars are going to hit you or whatever. Okay, yeah. Make sense? Yeah. All right, we are back out on the road. We are just now entering a twistier section of road with some beautiful mountains on the left and on the right. There's some tall boys too. All right, so they've got a stop sign, so he's good to go. Yeah. It's one of the things. There's a lot going on when you're on a bike. You gotta remember road signs and how to ride. A lot of new riders get a little confused in situations like that. It's totally normal, because you're thinking about, you know, clutch and gas and how much brake and how much lean angle and all these other things, and then also you're like, oh, they don't have a stop sign there, or they do have a stop sign there and I don't have a stop sign. So we're gonna watch him. If he starts to get a little too confident, we'll say, I'm gonna hop in front of him and make sure that he keeps it nice and slow, because it's one of those situations where you don't want to go off. No, keep going. All right, so I didn't want him to stop there because that's gravel. Okay, gravel is a different thing. I think he's struggling to get up the hill. Oh, that's funny. Well, I want you guys at home to take note. Logan here, he's taking his sweet time. That is exactly what all of you need to do when you start riding motorcycles. Do not let yourself, oh, okay. We'll address that first. So if you notice, I think you carry a little bit too much speed into that corner, you start to cross over in the other lane. That is something that you definitely do not want to do. What I was saying earlier is he's taking it nice and slow. He's not pushing himself super hard. Do not let people on Instagram trick you into thinking that you need to go fast and doing anything that you're not 100% ready for. So did you see yourself, you kind of veered off into the other lane?
Yeah.
What happened?
I was taking a little bit faster than what I thought I could do.
Yeah. So what I think probably happened is what'll happen, and it happened to me on the track too, you get target fixated either on where you don't want to go or on somewhere else on the road. Yeah. And what starts to happen, if you got a big sweeping right hand turn and you're fixated on this tree in front of you, and you're like, oh God, I'm headed right towards that tree. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go right at that tree until you look where you wanna go. It's a scary feeling because you're not really, like, you wanna, I think in most other situations, you wanna look at the thing that you don't wanna be next to, but in this situation, you need to look where you go, and especially on some of these downhill, really tight turns, don't be afraid to take it pretty slow.
I feel bad because I know, like...
No, don't feel bad for me. I think this is one of those things too. It's like, I think a lot of new riders feel this, where it's like there's some type of pressure on you because you're riding with me. Get rid of that. You don't need any of that. Ride, this is the definition of the term ride your own ride. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about other riders behind you or other cars or whatever. Just make sure that you got yourself taken care of and that you're riding a comfortable ride at a comfortable pace. One other thing, the reason I waved you off of that little patch is because that's gravel. Make sure you are 90% slowed down before you hit the gravel. If you grab too much brake on gravel, it's gonna dump. Yeah, overall, Logan's doing a fantastic job. I think he's running into a lot of things that most people run into when they're learning how to ride, but find yourself a nice buddy who's got some good experience, someone who's not going to peer pressure you, and go riding with them, because you're going to learn a lot just hanging out with people who ride motorcycles. All right, first time riding the GROM on the street. What do you think?
It's fun. I need one.
Maybe we can make that happen.
What?
If the people at home go to squidmotoclub.com and check out the new hoodies, because they're coming out on April 4th, 4 p.m. CST. This is one of the new ones. This is one of our exclusive, this is our first exclusive collaboration with Moto Corsa, the Ducati dealership out of Portland, Oregon. We've got brand new authenticator tags on the hood. We've been copied on TikTok Shop. We have officially made it. We have people ripping off our stuff, so this is our answer to that. Brand new authenticator tags. They've got a secret mixture of different things. Hoodies, squidmotoclub.com, new drop, April 4th, 4 p.m. CST, www.squidmotoclub.com. Check them out. We've got 3 new designs, and they're all going to be in stock, so we're going to be shipping them as soon as you order them. No wait. Outside of that, riding the GROM on the street, this is the most street riding that you've done. What would you say the hardest thing was to get comfortable with on the road?
I would say, honestly, just like the way that the bike reacts to how you lean and like where you're looking and stuff. Like, it's so weird not to be able to just like look this way and not go.
Yeah.
Like if you look that way, you're like.
Anything else? What else did you struggle with?
Just like, I don't know, just all the like it's because it's so much different than a car. Obviously, like I drive a 6-shift car, but it's like so much different because you're like having to like rev and like hit the clutch, hit the brake, hit your rear brake. Like shit.
Yeah.
You're using every appendage except one.
Whoa, buddy. I use that one.
That's the other thing, is it's like because you're focusing on so many things with your bike, you like can't focus on like the road laws and like what you need to do in situations that would be super easy in a car.
Exactly.
Like, oh, that guy has a stop sign, I need to go. On a bike, you're like, hey, I gotta push in the clutch, you're doing you can see I don't even know how to do it. You're rubbing and you're patting at the same time. No, that I've definitely experienced that feeling, and I think a lot of people experience that feeling, and what ends up happening is you get confused, you forget to check for stuff, and very commonly in that situation, people end up getting hit or dumping their bike because they don't remember that you can't grab a whole lot of brake or whatever. And that's probably the most difficult thing about learning to ride a motorcycle on the street, is remembering all of the things that you got to do and when to do them. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button,